Hi there. Now, we're going to look at strumming. Now, this will be a little bit different maybe to what you see on other websites and other teachers. I've kind of got my own way of doing it. I think it's kind of awesome. So, let's take a really simple chord. Let's just take our E minor. Okay. Now, something you might notice is I look like I'm holding a pick, but I don't actually have a pick. Now, that doesn't mean you shouldn't use one. Pick's a really, really handy tool, especially if you want to get fast. But for my purposes, what I'm actually doing is using this fingernail to get myself a nice, rich strum. Okay? Now, on my up stroke, I'm actually using the soft part of my finger, so it actually mellows it right out. So that's very sharp, a little bit softer. So all of my up will be a soft sort of strum when compared to using a pick. It gives it a little bit of unique flavour to my guitar style. Now, please play around yourself, see how you feel. Now, let's put it into a bit of action. So if I'm doing downstrokes, 2, 3, 4, they're all sort of got that sharp attack. Now if I just hit the top couple, I'm just focusing on my bass. Then I'll pull a upstroke just focusing on those high strings. Okay, so let's go. Now what I'm doing there, to get that real twang, I'm actually going quite deep down and pulling a little bit like a trigger. So I guess this is something that'll be pretty unique to this course, my bizarre strumming technique. But you can see how we can put it together. So what I've slipped into then is I'm doing downstrokes on those high strings. So down, down, high notes, and then an up twang. So you start to layer the actual bass and treble of your chord. Now, that can suddenly opens up a huge array of options. So my chord's not just going to be this flat, boring 1, 2, 3, 4, or down, up, down, up, down, up, which you might be doing with a pick. We're going to really focus on colouring our chords. Now, when you get a bit of chord theory behind it as well, you'll start to know where these feature notes are in your chord. So you can hear that. Okay, this G, that's a standout. So if you really feature that one, you can tweak your chord in unique ways. Okay, so you can start to see strumming is not just strumming. You can really play around with it. Now, another thing, I can just get really into it with this technique and use a couple of fingers. And and you start to really, you can get a good rock going on. So all right, so a little bit different, as I said. Now have a play around with it, change your chords up, try and feel how they want to be played. This is what builds a really good rhythm. Layer your lead over the top, your vocals, and you're starting to create music. Leave it there. I'll see you next time.